and welcome to another episode of Simply Cinema. We are your hosts, Maximilian Simonelli
and Dustin Braga.
So, Dustin, today we have a special guest
Yes,
joining
we
us
do.
today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a co-host of another 22 News Plus show, the one and only Phil Ozone,
Hello.
co-host of Sports Corner.
Yeah, look at him.
Another great
Hey.
podcast available on the 22 News Plus app.
Yes.
So, Phil, thank you for joining us here today.
Yeah.
Of course.
And the
My
reason
pleasure.
why he's here today
Mhm.
is because, obviously, the big game,
Yep.
Super Bowl,
Super Bowl's
Of course.
coming up.
is right around the
Coming up.
corner.
It's happening February 8th.
Yes, very soon.
Oh,
And we thought we'd take a peek at some football-related films.
a little cross-pollination going on here
Yeah,
today. We got
yes.
football-themed
Of course.
movies.
Some crossover.
Yeah. So what do you say we jump right in with our first talk of the day, first movie of the day, I should say,
Let's do it.
and that is Draft Day, starring Kevin Costner.
Yeah, the cast for this movie is absolutely stacked.
Yeah,
Yes.
interesting movie. I gotta say, I liked it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Bill, this is your episode. What were your thoughts?
So this is the first time I watched it. Give you some precursor. So when I saw the whole preamble for Draft Day, it's getting made when it was getting made, a decade ago.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
So this has come from big football guy, me being a big football guy, among other sports. And this is someone who's watched Hard Knocks on HBO. It was all right. And then I decided to jump down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out what other people thought about it. And I'm like, okay, I agree with what NFL insiders are saying. It's not really how everything goes down, because that's not how everything goes down. If you want a basis on how everything goes down, for a football team, for a professional, hold on, let me get my words right.
Sure.
good.
An NFL team, definitely give Hard Knocks, Hard Knocks on HBO a watch.
Hard
Okay.
Knocks. Okay.
Hard Knocks.
It's actual. They the NFL picks a team. Okay, you're going to be on Hard Knocks. I can't remember who this season was, but I remember during the COVID years, it was the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mhm.
They did a split one. 2019 was the Raiders when they were still in Oakland before they ended up moving to Vegas. And I think this past year was the Giants, or that was the previous season. I can't remember off the top of my head. But regardless, Hard Knocks is my go-to football stuff.
Okay.
Football comparison to that.
He's giving us a recommendation, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
I
right
like
off the
it.
bat.
I like it.
Yeah. Now, I would say that the NFL draft, for me at
Mhm.
least, is probably one of the more confusing aspects of
Mhm.
football.
Like the inner
It's-
workings of football.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a sports fan, though, I will say this. It is one of the more understandable versions of professional sports drafts.
Okay.
Because the NBA is confusing, the NHL is confusing, MLB is also just as confusing. Because in the NBA and the NHL, there's lottery systems, and it's you're drawing numbers for the first 5 to 10 picks, and then everyone else falls in line. The NFL is all right, you're the worst team, you get the first pick pretty much, and then it aligns by their record. Let's say I know on draft day it's the Browns were the 7th pick, so they probably had a 5-11 record at the time the movie was released. The NFL still had 16 games. So and the Seahawks were the first overall pick, and they probably had an example, a 2-14 record, which is not very good.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much all based on record.
Okay.
Do you feel that in the film, so just to go into a little bit, so Kevin Costner is at the end, he kind of, spoiler a little bit, he's trying to build the best team possible, going with his gut, picking the right players and everything. What I found was interesting was how he's making deals with other people in his position on other teams, saying, all right, I'll trade, like we're supposed to pick next. I'll trade this spot for you so you can get the next pick if you give me your next year's first round pick, the following year's first round pick. So he was making all these deals behind the scenes, and I thought, okay, does this happen often? Is this a window?
Usually it happens not. Sometimes it happens during the draft, but for the first overall pick, it happens I think it happened. I want to say 2023. The Bears, the Chicago Bears traded their first overall pick to the Carolina Panthers so they could get the person they wanted, and they exchanged a few first round picks. But usually stuff like that doesn't happen the day of.
Yeah.
And if it happens the day of, usually some semblance of that player that got picked, okay, they're gonna move back like they did Kevin Costner's character.
Yeah.
I believe, I can't remember his name, but off the top of my head,
Sonny Weaver Jr.
thank you. He traded with the Jacksonville Jaguars GM, trying to. But what goes on in a war? So that's pretty much a war room. That's what they're called for draft days. It's like the war room. What goes on in the war room is like not what it seems like. I feel like it's a little fantasized.
You think it was dramatized?
Dramatized a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to be like. What I liked is how it wasn't. This is not like truly based on a true story.
Yeah.
So they had leeway. Because I always, I'm a stickler for this myself. Is when a film takes liberties with the truth. Like if Sonny Weaver Jr. was he's probably based on a real person. I would assume.
Oh, any NFL GM out there.
Yeah.
But when they, when they take liberties, that always throws me a little bit. I heard a little bit about that with our one of our next picks we're going to talk about. But getting back to draft day, so overall, I like that he was trying to balance his whole relationship with. Let me see here, Jennifer Gardner.
Yep.
That was a little like, okay, this is a little corny,
a little much.
And then the cast too. I'm actually going to go to screen capture real quick. Cast, we had Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
It was a great. No, I will say it was a great cast.
And Tom Welling. You got Black Panther and Superman.
Yeah.
In the same movie.
Yeah.
You do have Diddy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
And we do have Ellen Bernstein in there.
She was good.
Yeah. We have Dennis Leary in there as well.
Yes.
Yep.
I actually enjoyed that. He played that perfect, like, I want what I want kind of coach.
Yeah. No, he did. The funny thing is, I'm watching this going, there was one scene where, let me go back to him. What was his name? I can find the actor here. Watch, I'm not going to be able to find him at all. Chris Berman, I believe. No, I'm sorry. Wade Williams, seen on the left here, is talking to Kevin Costner about how their first choice is a quarterback called Bo Callahan in the movie. And little by little, they find out maybe he's not the best choice for whatever. Anyway, he's talking about how at one point Bo Callahan was involved in some shady like restaurant scene. And he talks about how none of his players were at his birthday party. And this was the weirdest thing. And actually, a buddy of mine had walked in the room and he was watching it with me. I saw that scene randomly years ago, not knowing what it was pertaining to. So as I'm watching this movie going, I don't believe it. That scene is from this movie. It's come back to me. Like years later, it's found me. And I was like, and now I understand the context of the scene. And it actually played out really well.
And so funny enough at that, I'll give you like a real life example. Like, that the character concerns for NFL players, it's there. Like it really is. This happened because like wild stuff like that drops on draft day. Like give you an example. This was I don't know. I can't remember which draft it was, but I know like someone the Dolphins, I believe, drafted. He got caught smoking marijuana.
I see.
Out of a gas mask. So his draft stock fell.
Right.
And that's what happened, as you see with Bo Callahan. Like stuff started to come out, and like, the Browns picked him over Bo Callahan, huh?
Yeah.
And then like
they know something we don't.
Exactly, and like that's what happens. And trust me, as a football fan, and just being terminally online with football, stuff starts to come out, and you're like, oh, that's not good. So
it's all about reputation.
Exactly.
Which I was gonna say, it's funny because it doesn't affect like the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, his ability on the field hasn't changed.
Exactly.
But it's how the crowd will react to him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's his character as a person.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And like same thing happened with Deion Sanders' son, Shadur Sanders. He dropped not even he was supposed to be one of the best quarterback prospects in the NFL. Projected first round pick, blah blah blah. None of that was true. First of all, the hype, he was overhyped, kind of like and didn't help that like his dad's a good player, but I just ego wise, like he fell later than he should, like later than he got picked. So
not so much of a team player.
Exactly. And funny enough, Shadur Sanders did go in fact to the Browns. So
figure. Look at that.
Yeah.
And they dropped some real world stats too. Like at one point they were saying like, well, nothing's like a sure thing. Like didn't they say like Tom Brady was like 111th or something?
199th.
199th.
Trust me, I'm not a Patriots fan, but I hear that ad nauseum. So
and they were like, just nothing's a sure thing. And I was like,
exactly.
It's cool that they sprinkled in some real world, like realism.
Yeah.
You know, So that was nice.
Yes.
Overall, I don't know about you guys. I thought the film. I'm gonna go back to it here. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
It was a fun movie. There's times where I thought it just dragged on a little bit.
Fair.
But I'm like, again, the subplot with Jennifer Gardner, I'm like,
it's like you gotta have like, everything has to be resolved by the end of the movie. I'm like, all right, this is a little whatever.
A little much.
Yeah.
Now I was like reading up on it a little bit. They said that there's gonna be a series eventually produced.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, with what's his name? He was in the let me look it up. He was in the Godzilla movie. Let me see.
Which Godzilla movie?
The one that came out with Millie Bobby Brown.
Okay.
He's one of those guys. One of those guys has been in a bunch of movies, and you can't remember his name.
Was it Kyle Chandler?
It might have been him.
Because he was also in Friday Night Lights. and he's also going to be playing Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern series too.
This is true.
Let's see, Honey Weaver. Netflix. I'm not finding anything at the moment. Anyway, getting back to this film. So would you say you guys liked it better than the other two films?
I would say
back to us for a moment.
I would say not too much better. Like it's an entertaining film for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel the other two kind of outshine it.
I agree. I do agree with that. There are times where I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, yay. And then I'm like, all right, okay.
Let's get past this.
It's kind of a passive experience.
Yeah. I would have liked to, like, how some sports movies are like, oh, this happened and this happened. And I like, oh, I want to know like what happened. Like, post draft and stuff, see how they did. But
you want a little more from it.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Okay. That's understandable.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we take a quick break?
Sure thing.
And we'll be right back with
more football movies.
Yeah, football.
Stay tuned. And welcome back.
Hello.
So here we are again talking with Phil Ozone, ladies and gentlemen, about a couple of sports movies, football to be specific. We were looking at Draft Day, so we should jump right into our next pick.
Yes.
Friday Night Lights, the movie, not the TV series. I want to actually correct myself. So I was thinking of the television series Friday Night Lights with Kyle Chandler, not the Draft Day series. So I correct myself. However, Friday Night Lights, 2004, Billy Bob Thornton. This one, more of a traditional football movie, really about the game, the playing of the game.
It's based off a book, too.
Based off a book, right? I gotcha.
Funny enough, I read when I was in like high school.
How does the book compare to the film?
It's pretty good. There's some, obviously, stuff.
Liberties taken.
Yeah, liberties taken with this. Like, some stuff was, a little bit dramatized compared to other stuff. Like, they didn't go to the state championship game. Spoiler alert. They lost in, I believe, the semifinals of the playoffs. So,
but it's more compelling if they do go to the
exactly.
I'm like, this didn't happen.
Yeah. And like Texas football is a cult.
Yeah,
it's legit a cult.
That was one of the things that I was thinking of when watching this movie, because I knew it was based on a true story. So I'm like, is it really like this intense, like on these kids too?
I have cousins, like one of my cousins played football. I have family in Texas, like about 2 hours north of Houston, and like his team went to like the state quarters, and this is a smaller school. And like Permian is like one of the bigger schools, and they got popular because of Friday Night Lights.
Sure.
And rest in peace to Coach Gaines. He passed away a few years back, but
gotcha.
It was good. It was good. Like, it was a good movie overall. Like, it showed like Texas football's intense, and again, it is intense.
Yeah.
Because like, back when I still had like satellite TV, when I was probably like 6, 8, 10 years ago, something like that. I'd like tune into like all these different like high school football games, and Texas was one of them. It's nuts.
Really?
Yeah. Like their stadiums, like they shot that where they actually like where Friday Night Lights took place.
Yeah.
So that stadium's like 20,000.
That's crazy
for a high school. Yeah, I had one of my friends in college, from college. He's from the Dallas area, and like he went to a high school where like the stadium was like 40,000 people. I think. I could be wrong, but still, like
that's still insane.
Yeah,
Coliseum for a high school.
Yeah, because California, Texas, Florida, Georgia, produce like the most like football players because bigger population, bigger state,
of course.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
a great cast too. It was an interesting cast.
Yeah, it is. Obviously Billy Bob Thornton just kind of sells it.
Yeah, but everybody was good. I don't know if you guys. I specifically like the guy Derek Luke who plays Booby.
Oh yes,
I thought that his story was it was sad, honestly, because spoiler, his character is he is kind of taken out before he gets a real chance to shine. There's a problem with his knee, and I was like, it was sad. Like this was this is all I know how to do. This is my passion, and now I don't get to do it anymore.
Yeah,
and I'm
funny enough, he was in the movie too. Like the real guy played the real Booby Miles was.
I got you. In there.
Was it? Yeah,
yeah. Did a little cameo.
Yes,
nice.
You see him once in a while. There's shots of him like next to Coach Gaines, Billy Bob Thornton's character. Then they had like cameos from NFL players, which was really cool. Same thing with the Draft Day too, but
I was noticing we had Jim Brown make a cameo in one of our films and play a part in another one of our films that we're going to look at.
Yes.
I was like, hey, that's Jim Brown. I know him.
But yeah, there was a whole thing too. And Bowie Miles obviously spiraled down a little bit, and that's a whole another thing. I went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Just doing my due diligence.
No, that's good. That's good. I also like the scene with Tim McGraw was in the movie.
Which scene? Because like I think any scene he was in.
Well, I liked how they went from he was the overbearing father and you don't like him, but then next day he sobers up and I'm like, you know what? He's speaking the truth here. He's like talking to his son about how like you gotta make this count because like you'll have memories of this, and then it's over. And and he's speaking because that's what he went through. He was a star football player. I think he was the quarterback, maybe not
running back.
Thank you. And so he's been in the position himself where it's like, you're gonna remember this for the rest of your life because it all goes downhill after this. So the pressure he's putting on his son is kind of well founded.
Yep.
It's like
that's the thing with Texas high school football. Like, there's so much pressure because like once you break out, go to a big time college, like go play in the NFL. Cool, you made it, but not everything pans out,
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
And the son played what's his name by Garrett Hedlund. Yeah, he's been in a lot of things lately. He was in Tulsa King, doing pretty well. Yeah, I think of him best as being Brad Pitt's cousin in Troy. Which was interesting. I was like, he goes that far back. I was
He's
like,
in Tron Legacy too.
Yeah, that's right. My God, he was in Tron Legacy. Yeah. Yes, we talked about that.
We did.
That's why Dustin's here to remind me of what I forget.
Hey.
But overall,
it's one of my favorites. Like I remember like seeing it on TV. Then a few years later, when I was finally playing football, being a football player, just growing up. Like that's one of the movies. It's required watching. It is required watching.
Nice.
There is other movies too, like similar to this. Like obviously,
of course.
I feel like Rudy's a big one.
Rudy's a big one. That's one I could never just.
Yeah, it's okay
because it's based off of Notre Dame, and I have a whole thing with like
sorry Notre Dame.
Sorry Notre Dame. Any Notre Dame fans?
Mm-hmm. It's funny we mentioned Tim McGraw. We were thinking of we're going to steer clear of this one, The Blind Side. He's in that as well. That's funny. I remember liking the movie until all the stuff came out about.
I read some of that book too. I read some of that book too, and his book after some of Michael Orr's book afterwards.
Yeah, and it's like. I don't get, especially when the people are still alive. Like when you make it's
unfortunate.
How can you do that?
Yeah,
they're gonna watch the movie and go, "Well, that didn't happen."
Yeah,
that's not how that happened. Like, what are you doing?
Yes,
why do you do it that way? I don't get it.
Money.
Yeah, that's
money.
Money.
But yeah, Friday Night Lights for me was fantastic. My only real big criticism is that I wish it was longer.
Yeah,
because it's a very big ensemble cast.
Yes,
and we only get tiny bits of everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we learned that Coach Gaines has a daughter like 2/3 into the film.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it comes very late, like his family lifestyle.
Oh, and fun fact, I was looking into this. The actress who plays his wife is also in the series. Yeah. There's some like cross. One of the boosters, one of like the guys, he's like, there's a scene where like. He's like, "Oh, Coach Gaines, are you busy?" That guy, like, I forget the actor's name, but he's like, "Oh, that guy plays like he's a booster. Is also a booster in the show."
Yeah,
interesting.
Yes,
I could definitely see how this could be a fantastic series.
Yes,
because the series you can just flesh it out as you go along.
Yes,
that's what we've said before. Like you have like so much time. There's more time to develop a story when you have a TV show.
Exactly.
Which is why I think more things are being done as TV rather than
like
movies.
like an eight episode series.
Yeah, exactly. Like 8 hours.
Yeah,
but you watch it all separately.
Exactly.
So
or you binge it.
Yeah, that's true. You could.
All right. We'll take one more quick break.
Sure thing.
We'll be back with our third and final film.
Our last pick. Stay tuned. And welcome back.
Hello.
So for our last and final pick, looking at football movies, we have this one. I knew this was going to be entertaining, if nothing else. We have seen here Any Given Sunday.
I had to take it. It was so tough to take the nostalgic glasses off for Friday Night Lights and Any Given Sunday.
Yeah. I'm just like, you have Pacino in all of his glory, screaming at football players. And you might have the most like stacked cast. I'm going to go to screen capture here. Just like, look at how many people. And Oliver Stone directed this.
Yes.
Did not know that. And and he had a small cameo as one of the announcers, which was interesting.
Interesting.
And yeah, Jim Brown, like I said, not just a cameo, but actually like having a bit part.
Yes.
And doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And
Lawrence Taylor, legendary NFL linebacker. I see John C. McGinley of Scrubs.
You're right. Dr. Cox.
Yes. You have James Woods playing James Woods. Playing that character.
I think James
really
Woods only plays James Woods.
But he's good at him and like Nicholson. They're good at playing that character, like their characters respectfully.
I love me some Harvey Dent too.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised he hasn't done more, honestly, especially after Dark Knight.
Aaron Eckhart got really big, and then he just kind of dropped.
He cost too much. From what I saw on the internet, like he cost too much.
Oh, did he?
Oh, interesting. I got you.
Money issues,
of course.
You hate to see it.
Yes.
Yeah. But but for any given Sunday,
wrong picture there. Yep, any given Sunday. Yes, yes. Interesting movie. You have
enjoyed it. Like
it's
as someone who played football.
Yeah.
It's like this is like one of the required watches too.
Of course.
Like because his Inch's speech, Al Pacino's Inch's speech, is in almost every single football compilation on YouTube. Like it's that motivational because it's so motivational.
Because you're speaking from the heart, like it's
exactly.
True. It's like
exactly.
Yeah. I think it might be a hot take here, but it's a very strange casting choice because you wouldn't think of Al Pacino as a football coach.
I could see it. Yeah, I suppose. I do. I think he embodies like the kind of like I've been in this business 30 years. I'm gruff. I'm like I'm withered. That kind of thing. So I do get that element of it. A little bit, at least. I don't know. It's what it is. If it was 70s Pacino, he wouldn't be a football coach.
No.
But 90s, as we said before, 90s Pacino, it fit the role. Sure. And you got Jamie Foxx, as always, doing a great job.
Yes.
He was interesting because he had like the whole sort of a character arc where he was like really just, I'm the golden god of this whole thing. Like it's all me. And then he's like, you got to get over that. It's not just about winning. It's about the team.
Yeah.
It's like I think mentioned in the movie as like his fourth or fifth team and like trying to get a fresh start like that happens in every NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an example for the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold getting a fresh start. He bounced around. He got drafted to the Jets. Did not have a good time on the Jets. Went to the 49ers. Was a backup.
Dang.
Went to the Super Bowl. Lost Super Bowl as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the Seahawks. Balled out. So and he's in the Super Bowl. So it's
yikes.
And you could hear Super Bowl talk on our show too.
Yeah.
On the Plus app. So.
Yep, get a plug in there.
Yeah. Sports Corner, baby.
Sports Corner. Tune in. Yeah. Overall, so I don't know. I
enjoyed it.
It was fun. Yeah. Very flashy.
I think it was, yes. It goes at a super brisk pace. Oliver Stone's direction is very kinetic, I would say.
Yeah. But we were saying his editing is kind of flashy.
His editing is a trip.
It keeps you entertained, but it's definitely like, all right, can we like just calm down a little bit here?
Right.
Interesting choice too. How he had Ben-Hur playing in the background, and then Charlton Heston randomly has a role in the movie, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? What's happening?
It's weird.
Yeah.
I was reading on the internet again, just gauging what people's opinions on this were. It's like, oh, why was what's her name?
Cameron Diaz.
Thank you, Cameron Diaz's character.
Yeah.
She was just useless. I'm just like, well, she's an owner trying to get her team a new stadium, and so there's a whole.
It was a different role for her, though.
Yeah.
I kind of like seeing her in kind of that position of power.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was interesting.
Yeah, but Friday Night Lights. I mean, any given Sunday.
Yes.
Great film.
Yeah, I liked it.
I think it's. I think
it's not the Replacements, but I still enjoy it.
That's what everyone's been saying. Like, oh, what movies are you doing? The Replacements? You doing The Longest Yard, the original, or the remake? I said, no, we're doing these three. They're like, oh, you got to do this and that. I'm like, okay, next episode.
Yeah.
Next time.
I was getting that. Too.
We'll get there.
Well, unfortunately, we're all out of time.
To say it ain't so.
Unfortunately,
well,
it goes by too fast.
Check out Sports Corner on the Plus app.
Absolutely.
Every Wednesday from 9 to 10. Our re-airs at 9:30, except this week where it's we have a regular show and then have a special episode talking about the Olympics.
Ooh,
nice.
That is.
And then
exciting.
Fridays at 9 a.m. also on Plus app.
Fridays at 9 a.m. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Phil Ozone, co-host of Sports Corner. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Hope to have you come back sometime.
Hopefully.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in once again for another episode of Simply Cinema.
Yeah, we'll be back next week.
Get out there and watch some movies. Watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And
eat food.
That's right.
Drink adult beverages.
And
All
we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Stay tuned.
Until next time.
Bye.